Hello, writers. Welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Today, we're going to move on to our next part of opinion writing. We're going to think about elaboration and a strategy that we can use to better elaborate and think about the other side. So we're going to make sure that we're using facts and details to support our opinions, as well as seeing why we might not have chosen the other side. So let me show you what I mean. We're going to play a little game called Would You Rather. So what I want you to do is I have just a couple questions, and I want you to think about which choice you would make. So would you rather be invisible or know how to fly? Take a moment and think which one you'd like to do. Now, we always want to think about why we chose that specific one, but we also want to ask ourselves, why didn't we choose the other one? So for instance, if I would rather be invisible, well, why did I not choose know how to fly? What are some reasons for that? Would you rather have teeth like a beaver or a neck like a giraffe? Think about what choice you would make, but then think about why you did not choose the second one. We're going to apply this in our writing to kind of see what that might look like and how this can be used to elaborate on our own opinions, as well as having some facts and details. So opinion writers back up their opinions with specific facts and details, and they look to what you didn't choose to support your opinion. So these are all ways to make sure that your opinion is being expressed to the fullest. So let's take a look. We're going to look at the issue dogs versus cats. We've been talking about that a little bit and what makes great pets. Well, this is a very heated debate. It's been going on for years. What would make a better pet, a dog or a cat? Now, you might have one or the other, so you might have a specific opinion already. So you're going to be thinking about your own personal experiences with having a dog or a cat. And then also, I'm going to show you a resource that you can also use to support your opinion with facts and details. This book, if you go on to Epic, and you type in your search bar here, dogs versus cats or cats versus dogs, you're going to see a book that looks like this. And it's called Cats versus Dogs. And this is a great, quick read. And it gives us some facts to support some ideas. You can take a look at the table of contents. So I'm going to show you an example of my writing. Again, I use this book as a reference to give me some actual facts to support my opinion. And it's an interesting read here, and you can kind of flip to the section that would best support your opinion. So for instance, I'll go to my writing here. I chose that dogs make a better pet. And I'm going to go through the process I did to write the start. I didn't finish because you're going to get a chance to do this, to start my example of my reasoning or my opinion for why cats are better, or for why dogs are better than cats. So we're thinking about the would you rather. Would you rather have a dog for a pet or a cat for a pet? So today you will choose what would make a better pet, a dog or a cat, while using examples and evidence to support your thinking. You will also practice elaborating on your ideas by including why you did not choose the other pet. So I've provided you with a little checklist, and this is a great way to help you organize your writing to make sure that today you are including these things, because in good opinion writing, we have a hook, we have our thesis, we have our reasons with elaboration and a conclusion. So we're going to also be working on the proper structure for opinion writing. So for my example, I picked that dogs are better than cats. And let's see if you can find this in my thesis, because in my thesis is, remember, I'm going to state my opinion, but I'm going to state my 2 reasons that I have that dogs are better than cats. So I know that my first step was to start off introducing your topic. So the debate of cat versus dogs has been going on for a long time. Some people think that dogs are a better pet, while others think cats are. In my opinion, I think dogs are a better pet than cats because they are more active than cats and they are more social. Notice here I introduced my topic. You could even try a hook. In my opinion, writing your thesis with your opinion. So in my opinion, I wrote that my 2 reasons were they were more active and they're more social. So the first reason that I need to start off with is that they're more active. How am I going to elaborate on that? Well, I'm going to think about why cats are less active. So that's going to help me with my elaboration piece to prove my point, to prove my opinion. So here is what if you noticed, I indented, and now I'm going on to elaborate on my reasons. Explain reason 1 and elaborate. I got a lot of my information to support my opinion by dogs versus cats in this book. So I was able to go to certain sections of this. So if they're more social, then I kind of flipped through or more active. Sorry, that was my first reason. I looked at their behavior. So this was a pages to look at. And this was for my second reason. So I was able to use this as a resource. So feel free to use that to help you. For my first point, dogs are way more active throughout the day than cats are. Dogs are great companions for humans because they like to go on walks or even runs. Some breeds are even capable of doing the Iditarod race where they run 1,110 miles. Did you know that cats sleep on average for 18 hours a day? Dogs typically don't need that much sleep. So if you notice here, this is where I included the other side. I included why I didn't choose cats as a better pet, because I have very specific evidence to support that they're way less active and they sleep a lot more than dogs do. So this is one way that you can do that. Dogs can also be easily trained to do tricks and even be trained to help humans, like service dogs. Cats, on the other hand, aren't born to be leaders like dogs are. Again, I am thinking about why I didn't choose cats for my first point. And I'm able to use that now to add on to my details. My second reason, so now this would be where I'm going to add that they are more social. And I would be able to write my opinion on that. I might use my book on epic books. You can use other resources to help you. You can maybe see if there's any other books on cats versus dogs, or facts on dogs or facts on cats, to help you get a little bit more information. Your goal is to use this. You're going to get a copy. You will find the copy of this on our 4th grade website. You will click on it. You're going to make a copy. It'll ask you to make a copy of it. So you'll say make a copy. And you will make sure that you put your last name, dog versus cat example. So I've left the first page up here for you so you can reference it as you do your own writing. But your directions are to decide what would make a better pet, dogs or cats. Use the space below to write your introduction with your opinion and at least 2 reasons. So I did 2 reasons. Again, I showed you my first point. I did not do my second reason because I want to make sure that you are able to come up with some of your own ideas for your reasoning for your pets. Use the checklist and example above to make sure you've included the key parts, and make sure to indent for each paragraph and share it with your teacher. So we should see an introduction paragraph, which is pretty short. It's just your hook, your hook and your thesis, your reason 1, your reason 2, and then you should have a closing conclusion sentence or 2. Okay. Again, this is something that we'll get into a little bit more, but at least try out how can you close out your writing. And you can just leave everything up there, but you will do your writing right here in this space on this second page. All right, writers, off you go.